All right, hey everybody, welcome to Roger's Hot Rod Garage. Except I'm not coming to you from Roger's Hot Rod Garage in traditional Frankfurt, Germany area. I'm here at my parents' house in a place called Plano, Texas, which is close to Dallas Fort Worth if you got a map handy. But look, the 59 right here. You saw a video right prior to me posting this one where I'm actually heading to a couple of car shows around this DFW area. And had a little spare time this afternoon before I go to my next event. And so I figured I'd go ahead and knock this out right here. Again, 1959 Bel Air. Looking kind of torn up right now, but this has been bothering me for a long time. So the previous owner, pretty cool dude, he actually put this autometer gauge up in here instead of the old traditional amp gauge. So what I decided to do is, you see how this is right here and this is right here, and it's got this little nice neat design. This ring has always been missing. So I'm looking at it every time I drive out here, and this is the actual window. I got this at a swap meet. Don't ask me where, I don't remember anymore. But what I'm doing right now is I'm actually filing off this outer lip right here, and what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put the camera down right here and show you my little concept of operation, con-op in the military. So there's the gauge, really easy to get to. You just take this thing off right here and pop it out from the front, and then you have to orientate it just like this, and I'm planning on popping that in here just like that. And that way I'm going to have that little ring around the edge, and you'll see that from the inside. So let me get that buttoned up and show you how I'm going to put that in. I'll probably use a little bit of a JB Weld or either RTV just to hold it up in here. And I know the gauge works, and again, it's a volt gauge from Autometer, works flawless, and I'm going to have that in here. Now, bonus on top of that, if I can squeeze this in here too, if you can see it right there, that would be a bonus, but I don't know if I'm going to be able to make that happen because it's kind of tight up in there. Toolbox that travels everywhere I go with this car. Again, basically all over the East Coast, all the way over to Big Bend, Texas. That would be West Texas for you folks. And look, water pump spare, alternator, starter, fuel pump, and HEI distributor in here with cables just in case I need them. And that's basically it. If anything else goes wrong with this thing, then I have to find an auto parts store. Basically that's it though. This is a small block Chevy, about the simplest motor except for a lawnmower motor to work on. This thing is bulletproof. If the power glide goes out, so be it. There's nothing I can do about that, and I have to find somebody who can get into a power glide and fix a 2-speed. But look, what I'm doing right here is I don't have my traditional workshop. So I went over to the neighbor's house, which is right next door, and I got myself this grind. The only thing I'm doing is I'm just grinding down this little edge right here so I get it to fit a little bit better. So hold on just a second. And no safety glasses this time. I'm just gonna risk it. And I think I'm basically done with this one right here. So I just have to go fit it and put a little RTV on there and glue that sucker in there and bolt it back in. And Bob will be your uncle one more time today. All right, I'm in the grinder. I got the dashboard covered up. Let me pop off this little kind of thing I made right here, but that's going to be the little touch that shows too on the outside. But I do have to shave this autometer gauge just down a little bit. Somebody else has already done that, but I just got to take a couple more millimeters off of it. So hold on. That looks actually kind of spiffy, if you ask me. So let me go ahead and get these bolts tightened up right here. These are actually super easy to get to. You don't have to lean behind it. What you do, there's a 7/16 inch behind here. You can finger tighten that one up, and then these right here hold it down. And what I'm missing is these right here. So I'll get myself some small bolts and put in there, or screws and put in there. A little function check. Hold on just a second. Yep, so the volts gauge works, gas gauge works. Let me cut the light on here, see if the light cuts on. Yep, light cuts on. So I think we're good to go here. And look, this is what I fixed the last time. So I got oil and generator actually working right now. So the generator is nothing more than the idiot light, the white wire that runs off the back of the GM1 wire. You put that to ground when the ignition is on, And Bob's your uncle, and that thing will cut on. As soon as you crank the car up, the generator light will go out. Although it's not a generator, it's an alternator, and the oil pressure light you saw in the last video when I was here doing Palo Duro Canyon, that works. So let me cut the lights off, cut the ignition off, and go attend a family event right now. All right, hey, about an hour later, a little blustery weather here in Plano, Texas, close to Dallas. But look, for my next magic trick, I'm going to try to fix this right here. It's been on the list of stuff to fix for a long time. So obviously the hole down on the inside, the retainer, is not in there right now. So if I shine a little flashlight, it's just gone. It is gone. But if you see right back there, I'm going to try to actually get a little bolt, which I'm going to make right here. This is what is plastic. I don't think that's supposed to be in there, but this actually almost works. I got this from the neighbor. I can trim that down with handy dandy grinder, or this one might probably be the best solution right here. I take that head off a little bit and make this one right here, the head of that, look like this right here. Then I'll stick it through the hole, twist it, tighten it down, and Bob could possibly be your uncle. So anyway, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna try to fix it right now, so stay tuned. Look at that. Look at that. That actually hold. Oh, wait a minute. There we go. Bob's your uncle. That rust prevents yourself because it's kind of sticky and it actually acts like a little bit of Loctite on there. So that's done. And lo and behold, folks, that is in there tight right now. It ain't moving around there. So that last one is what I want to do, and the rest of those are actually clipped in there. So again, time for an ice cream sundae right now as a reward. Roger's Hot Rod Garage. All right, here, a pleasant 85 degrees here in the DFW Metroplex. Roger's heading east to a place called, I think it's called Greensville or Farmersville, not quite sure. But anyway, I'm going to be trying to get on Highway 80 heading east and just cruising the back roads. Again, it takes you about an hour any way you look at it to get the hell out of DFW and all the concrete. But I should be making an exit here at about 2 miles, and then I'll be on country roads, which is where the old 59 likes to be. Hey, this is coming off of the exit right now on 635 heading south. I'm getting ready to get on 80 heading east, and that's the plan right now. I tell you what, hats off to people who build all these doggone bridges over here, because it makes it a lot easier. But man, again, I don't have a problem with driving in heavy traffic. Roger just doesn't like it. Heading to Terrell, Texas right now, then on to Jeffersonville, which is about a 2-hour ride through the country. Looking forward to it. All right, hey, here's where we're going to ignore the navigation lady, and we're going to continue here going straight on 80, because I was
left onto County Road 238, then turn left onto the ramp to I-20.
Thank you, but no thank you. We're going to continue going straight because we want to see the back roads. That's what we want to do.
Make a U-turn, then turn left.
No, we're not going to do that. Shut up. Terrell, Texas on Highway 80 heading east. Let me see if I can find some place to get some victuals around here. But cool old town. Looks like got a little infrastructure going on inside here. Cool little town. Here, Willis Point, Texas. Rose Dry Goods and Company is right over here. And maybe get myself a bite to eat here. No Subway. I'm looking for like a barbecue joint. Local Ma and Pa barbecue joint. Alright, so we're going to observe the four-way stop here. 1, 2. Yeah, my kind of little town. Look, they got the old cobblestones or the bricks as the main street. Willis Accounting Tax Service. And the Fairway Shoe Boot Company right up here. So this is supposed to be the new location for Julie's Junk. So let me see if there's anything. Oh, Flat Cozy Antiques. There's the red pickup truck on the left side of the road. No pets please, antiques. Let me go park and see what they got inside of this antique store. First cast. And a cool old truck. Back on the road right now. Sorry about that. I've got that high definition attention deficit disorder thing going on. But anyway, so look, not to get philosophical on anybody on the channel right now, but when I say I've reached it, I'm there. What I mean by that is I'm 6 years old. I'm retired right now as of about 27, 26 days ago. If I've said that already, ignore that. But look, playing with the grandkids, while we're still cool as a grandpa and grandma until they get into their teenage years, traveling with the wife all over Europe or all over Germany, or what I really like to do is just cruising the back roads of the United States of America, just talk with people, like back there in Edgewater right now. I just talked to this guy about his pickup truck. He's got an S10 frame underneath it, so it's actually a drivable truck, but just having a good time is what it's all about, folks. A hot rod shop. So let me pull it up here and check it out. Wood Collision Center in Mineola, or close to Mineola, Texas. That's pretty cool. That's Andy and Chandler from Wood Collision Center, and he actually has a 60 in here, so we're gonna go take a peek at it real quick and go from there. Now the dashboards were correct in these things, right? For 59 and 60. Oh man, I thought you had a car like mine, a piece of junk out there, but this thing is actually nice, man. No. Holy crap, this is a nice paint job, man. Kind of, I like the green on it, man.
It was blue when we bought it.
Yeah, but you know what I'm missing on mine is this little emblem. Not missing, it's just that I don't have I have a Bel Air body style, and this has got to be like the SS version of it.
No, it's just an Impala.
It's just, yeah, but that's, if it's a standard Impala, I love that trim on the side, which I don't have on mine. But yeah, it's same dashboard, I believe, yeah. Right? Yeah, that's clean, man. And then what engine you running this thing?
This one here is a 383.
Okay. And probably 704 like you said outside, right?
It actually has a standalone computer in the glove box.
Okay.
And it's got a 4L60E transmission.
Okay.
Like
yeah.
goes behind a LS.
Man, that's a beautiful car, man.
It's a driver.
Oh yeah.
It's a driver. In Austin, they have it every year.
Yeah, like I said, I got time on my hands right now, so I might be.
It's over. They just finished.
Okay, no, I mean maybe next year. You know, yeah. I gotta get my schedule down when I come over here. But you said your father bought this thing brand new.
And it's set out in the woods 60 years.
Oh crap, man!
So I got a fuel cell on this side, and on that side I've got a heat and air unit out of an ambulance box.
Man, I love this thing, man. And it probably it's a driver, right?
It is.
You got AC in this thing too?
Oh, yeah, cold. Look at the dome light in it.
I like that. That's cool. I know it probably works too, right?
Oh yeah.
Oh,
this thing gets.
That is cool. Hey, hit it again. That purrs like a kitten, man.
Yeah. What did I say?
Exactly what floats Roger's boat right here. That was Andy from Andy Wood, and he's got a collision center right here. It's actually his son Chandler took over it, and I got the tour, man. I got the car in the back, one beautiful 60 Impala sitting back there, and then that super cool truck back there that he drives all over the place. So Andy, if you're watching right here, thanks for the tour right now, but I'm gonna get on down the road and go to that barbecue joint you just told me about. Mineola, Texas, and I'm supposed to make a left turn up here, and there's a barbecue joint right there that Andy was telling me about. There it is right there, Cow Burners. All right, let me flip this thing around and get myself a spot at Cow Burners. Handed to me by Andy from Andy Wood's Collision. Cow Burners, barbecue and tap room, but Roger won't be enjoying any beverages today because I got to get in the road and head up to a place called Jefferson today. So that's the plan. But look, anyway, I'm gonna go in here and order myself probably a pulled pork sandwich and some fries. Join me. I was recommended to come down here. So what do you guys got on the menu here for today? I know it's Taco Tuesday.
Taco Tuesday on the menu today.
But I'm not gonna do tacos right now because I'm not close to the border.
Okay.
I'm gonna do like a pulled pork sandwich, coleslaw, in-house made, and some French fries.
Yes, sir.
So appreciate that. Thanks a lot.
Absolutely.
Hot French fries. Never mind the music here. So hey, check this out. This is the owner of the Cow Burner. Go ahead and introduce yourself.
Hey, I'm Jason Herring, Mineola, Texas.
And you've been here for about 9 years right now?
9 years counting. We started a barbecue trailer, but yeah.
Yeah,
9
so
years overall.
it's right there as Cow Burners behind the light pole right there. It was recommended. I had a delicious pulled pork sandwich with homemade coleslaw and some French fries. So thanks for that.
Awesome.
Take care. I thought I filled it up to full. Fat dog. Cool, man. To this fancy device right here, I've got about 6 minutes till I get to downtown Jefferson, a quaint little East Texas town. That's got bars, it's got a couple of really good restaurants in it, a lot of historic relevance to this little town. But anyway, we're gonna laying our head on a pillow here tonight and finding a place to sleep and just chill out a little bit. So probably about 225 miles today for the old Chevy here. So thanks a lot for that, and stay tuned, folks. It's a lively little town except for Tuesday evenings, I guess. So there's the library. And this is just, you know, some of the old houses that you see. There's a sign back there that says the Excelsior Hotel, established 1858, oldest hotel in Texas. I might stay there tonight, I'm not quite sure, but man, this is a cool little place. The Jefferson Playhouse looks like it used to be a church. And let me just cruise down Main Street one more time. This is really cool. I like it. I do have to give my sister Yvonne credit because she pointed out to this place the last time we blew through here. I think it was about 2, maybe even 3 years ago. I'm not quite sure. Anyway, let me hit Main Street here for you, and then I'm going to go find myself a hotel.
railroad tycoon.
Okay.
He proposed bringing the railroad to Jefferson, and they said, no, we don't need a railroad, we've got a port.
Okay.
Well, a few years later, they went in, the Corps of Engineers went in and destroyed the log jam, and the river port went away.
They blamed it on Gould.
And so Gould said, well, I'll take my railroad up to this little town called Dallas, west of here. So
Yeah. And I saw the little cabin right in the middle of Dallas. I guess that was Mr. Dallas.
yeah,
Yeah.
that was
his
Jay
railroad
Gould's
car.
personal railroad car right there.
Yeah, see, that's the history that I hear from you, or people who know that and actually lived it,
Yeah.
or were maybe little kids when that story was told by Grandpa and Grandma. Anyway,
It's
no.
somewhere in all the literature you can pick up, and they have a lot of Jay Gould stuff in there. So
Well, thank you. If I see you downtown someplace, we might get you a beer or something. But thanks a lot for the information, sir, ma'am. All right, so I'm actually at the Excelsior Hotel, the oldest hotel in Texas, established 1858, and I got myself a room here tonight where Steven Spielberg supposedly spent the night and got his inspiration for the movie Poltergeist. So if I don't make it out of here, where Roger at Roger Hot Rod Garage was last seen. Let me go in here and see if this gal's got my hotel room ready here. But this is cool. All right, are we ready to go now?
Okay, I need your phone number.
I got to get out my phone number because I don't know what it is, because this is a temporary phone number for me. Right. Oh, that's pleasantly surprising. King size bed. Steven Spielberg stayed in here. Oh, modern bathroom.
Yeah. The summer is here, and that means it's time to crank up the Chevy one more time. Let's hit the road and cruise the highways, talk to folks and share some thoughts. Life is too short to sweat the small stuff, so relax, roll the windows down, crank up the music and enjoy the ride. This is Roger from Roger's Hot Rod Garage. Come along, enjoy the good times, have a cold beer and let's hit the road. 'Cause I now have the time. I retired last month, so my time is my time and not the boss's. Turn a wrench, fill the tank, crank it up, and just cruise the back roads of the USA in a Chevrolet. Always be nice to your neighbors, help a friend, and stop for a stranded motorist. Hold the door for the ladies and tip your hat to the seniors, and remember what your parents told you. Life is good, so enjoy every ray of sunshine while cruising in your Chevy with your arm hanging out. A Chevrolet. Always be nice to your neighbors, help a friend, and stop for a stranded motorist. Hold the door for the ladies and tip your hat to the seniors, and remember what your parents told you. Life is good, so enjoy every ray of sunshine while cruising in your Chevy with your arm hanging out.
here, and it looks like a Studebaker stuck up in here. Let me go check that out and make sure I find a couple of snakes while I'm in here too. Yep, sure enough. All right, front row parking at the Excelsior Hotel. There's that cool hotel, the Jefferson Hotel, that's got all the theme rooms in it. Recommend you stay there if you're not scared of poltergeist and ghosts and all that good stuff. It's a pretty cool hotel. We've actually stayed there in the past, and that's where we're at right down here in case you want to orientate yourself. But let me head on down here right now. I got about a 4-minute walk in front of me. So this was a Excelsior house, or the hotel here, a long time ago. And yeah, this was 1923. And it's just, I like the history. And gentleman here is going to show me the parlor here in just a second, and I'll peek in here real quick.
Mid 1800s, this was a really busy port city.
And then there was an earthquake or something, and then
no, it was a dam.
A dam, yeah.
There was a log jam that was over 100 miles long between here and Shreveport, and in the, I think the late 1870s,
yeah,
they blew it up with nitroglycerin, and it shifted all the water away from Jefferson. So,
and then Dallas became Dallas.
yeah, because the railroads came in after
Bingo,
that.
yeah.
And they went through Dallas because Jefferson rejected the railroads at first.
That's what I heard from the gentleman last
Yeah,
night.
yeah.
Amazing. So there you go. There's your history
Yeah.
on Jefferson and Dallas.
But yeah, this was the gateway to the west. The boats would come up here from New Orleans, and this was the turning basin over there where they turned around
Yeah.
and went back.
So if you're in Jefferson, you can either stay at the Jefferson Hotel or the Excelsior, the oldest hotel. Little squirrel back there. But there it is right there. 1858.
So in the last few minutes we've been talking about the some things Roger's time over in Israel and his experience with some of the historical sites over there, and I was sharing with Roger a little bit about Baptist beliefs and Christian beliefs and the claims that Jesus made and the claims in the New Testament about him, and that there's good reason to believe those things aren't made up. And a famous English theologian named C.S. Lewis likes to put it this way. He says that Jesus, to have done what Jesus did and claimed the claims that Jesus made about himself, there's one of three options. He's either a lunatic, and Lewis says his teachings were much too coherent to be the ravings of a madman to claim he's God, or he was really a liar, and much worse than a liar, the devil himself, or he's Lord, what he claimed. And so there's good reason to take those claims seriously and to believe he is who he claimed, but really we're not left with the option of him just being a good man or the founder of a religion or a moral teacher.
Yeah. No, that's interesting. So I now have the time, to dig into that a little bit more, because again, I just got out of a 55-hour-a-week, 60-hour-a-week job, and I'm retired now, so I like to chase things like that down. But no, appreciate your time.
I do 60-hour weeks. Let me mention one resource to you, though.
Thanks
Roger.
a lot, appreciate it.
That fellow C.S. Lewis wrote a book called Mere Christianity.
Okay, Mere Christianity, C.S. Lewis.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll look it up.
Outstanding.
Thanks a lot.
Thanks
appreciate
for the visit.
No, thanks a lot.
Thank you.
Jefferson. This is the first antique store I walked into, and look what we got here. Antique fishing reels, or not. There's not really antique fishing reels. They're not as old as I like, but this is what is really, really cool. I love those little outboards like that. Anyway, score number one, a DeSoto hood ornament that's not broken. So that's pretty cool.
It's time to crank up the Chevy one more time. Let's hit the road and cruise the highways, talk to folks and share some thoughts. Life is too short to sweat the small stuff, so relax, roll the windows down, crank up the music and enjoy the ride. This is Roger from Roger's Hot Rod Garage. Along, enjoy the good times, have a cold beer and let's hit the road, because I now have the time. I retired last month, so my time is my time and not the boss's. Turn a wrench, fill the tank, crank it up and just cruise the back roads of the USA in a Chevrolet. Always be nice to your neighbors, help a friend, and stop for a stranded motorist. Hold the door for the ladies and tip your hat to the seniors.
A Mexican hairless Chihuahua and a rescue. He is so cute. Look at this guy. It lasted a long time. That's exactly right. So look, the question is not whether the thing goes fast or not, it's whether you look cool getting there. That's the thing.
That's the car. I get so excited. I mean,
No, I like it.
That's it. Nice.
No, hey, but you say I can go into barbecue, Riverport Barbecue. I'm gonna give myself some ribs right now. All right, that's where I'm headed. Thanks a lot, sir. And these guys cut the barbecue grill on last night, like 8, 9 o'clock. I smelled it all night long in my hotel room, but this was some good ribs, man. I don't think I've ever had ribs like that before, so appreciate that. So Riverport Barbecue in Jefferson, Texas. Take care, man. Thanks a lot. See you later, man. Bye-bye. Bullfrog Marina. All right, y'all don't catch them all now. The Camaro with the stripes on it got my attention. Make sure the dog, the yard dog, doesn't bite. And we're gonna go take a look at what these guys have got.
Now, but this was an old store there, and I put a chicken house up. I did all this with 2 come-alongs.
All right.
By myself. Trusses and everything else.
GTX mess.
We just got this mess in. But
well, I'm curious, man.
all of this is going to be under one building. The trailer, everything's going to be under one building.
So we're doing a little mud in here.
That's just going back and forth to work.
That's an old. I guess that would be that's a single wide?
Yeah.
But I haven't seen that
That's
wide.
the back wall of the shop.
Oh, really? Oh, so you made this yourself?
No, it's going to be a
okay.
I-beam off of the center that it's going to cover up this one. This is going over some and dropping to the floor.
There it is.
And then
now what year say 68?
68.
GTX. Yeah, these are crazy expensive. Is it really a 440 car?
Yep.
Am I gonna see a 440 underneath here?
Numbers matching.
Oh man. And you got some kind of animal that just moved around there.
Mouse.
But oh no, it's a big ass spider up in there.
Oh yeah.
There's also a rattlesnake skin somewhere over there, so that was.
We blew it out with the pressure washer.
Alright, man.
This thing hadn't been moved since '79.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, if you get the body panels for this thing, if you got to do the roof.
I'll build all the body panels.
Yeah.
It had a tree laid across here.
I see. Yeah, I see that here. And then that's what caused all the pine straw and leaves and crap, and that'll dig that hole out right there.
This roof was pushed over like this.
Oh man, that's sad.
Also,
so I've already straightened all that
had
up.
that black vinyl top.
Yeah, that's exactly. That's what it does. It holds all that water up in there.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. But you know, these things are crazy expensive.
You saw
nowadays.
the Camaro with the flames.
Yeah, yeah.
I built it out of scrap bedsides.
That one was
it had
in
a tree growing out through the
debatably
windshield.
worse shape than this. Whenever we got that.
This right here is gold. You know how much this is worth right here?
It's $1,000 hood.
That's crazy, man. Well, look, I'm gonna get at your guys' hair, man. But this looks like a pretty doggone original, man.
Yeah, it's all original numbers matching.
Now, can I ask, if you don't have to, you don't have to tell me, what do you pay for something like this in this condition, drug out the wood someplace?
Right now, it'll cost you $20,000.
Yeah. And oh yeah,
when
somebody.
I get it running, it'll cost you $50,000.
Yeah.
It'll be running next week.
Hey, what's the matter, man? You all right? You got a chicken bone up there? So, 63?
62.
62? Yeah, I'm not a big Ford guy, but I've had a couple.
But I'm gonna suicide the back door, clamshell it like the old Lincolns.
Yeah.
And then put it on that Lincoln Continental.
Lincoln Town car. 390, 352. What motor you got in this?
It's got a straight 6 in this.
Okay. Well, who cares if you're going to put an LS in, or you're going to? Yeah. Sometimes people want to stick a Ford in here. Oh, I see this right here. It's almost got the right look on it right now.
Yeah, that's exactly what it's going to look like.
Now, what was this piece from? It's from this car here. Oh man, look at that.
Is that from the?
Actually, this is one from
55 Crown Vic.
From 55.
2-door on the front, shorten this door. Oh man, that's cool, man. That's cool, man.
CTS.
That's cool. You got some skills, man. You got some skills. And I didn't even know.
I didn't put 2-door front door in it. I made a 2-door front door.
Still a little bit shorter.
This is a Highway 259 heading west again towards Winsboro, Texas. And literally, folks, about 2, if not 3 years ago, I dropped that red pin right here where there was an old pickup truck sitting. Matter of fact, there was a whole yard of old cars sitting here after the tornadoes came through here. So I couldn't get a hold of the owner at that point. But again, I dropped the pin and I made it a point here to take this road right here to get back. And this is 3 years later, and I'll let you know when we get there whether all those old cars and trucks are still sitting in this guy's yard. Here. And oh, there it is right there. So everything is still here, and probably the same situation as last time. Guying around. That tree right there was actually fell over sideways because it snapped on the top. But let me blow the horn, and there he is. Hey, I got an owner this time. Hold on. So this is good news. Maybe I can go talk to the cat this time. Hey man, how you doing?
Huge, something like $500 for it.
And those are high dollar cars now. Yeah. And I mean, again, the Texas weather out here, even if it rains every now and then, I mean, they're gonna rot a little bit, but not like they are on the East Coast or around the New York area.
Yeah. Listen here, he told me when I bought it, he lived in Houston for a long time, and the guy's name was McQueen.
Weird carburetor location, but
this one's got power steering.
Okay. And I like the
power
FOMO
disc
code.
brakes. I mean, power drum brakes, not just power drum.
So people used to ask me, what is FOMO code? It's Ford Motor Company.
Yeah,
but people just don't FOMO code. What is that? But yeah, obviously you got, Ford engine. It's got I'd say the distributor's in the wrong place, but it's supposed to be in the back of the motor. But actually you can get to it there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've had a couple of Fords in my lifetime. Yeah, I love these things because look how clean the body lines on this thing are. And then it's a hard top, 2-door. Yeah.
I see where guys customize these cars, and they take all the chrome off.
No.
Well, they look naked.
No, you can't do that.
Here in town.
Oh, this one actually runs? This runs?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I had to wiggle my hood too on it to get it up.
Yeah.
Yeah. Little flathead. This should be the 8BA motor, and it's a 239 cubic inch not a whole lot of power in these. I think like 95 horsepower.
Yeah.
And you got the 4-speed on the floor, the 3-speed on the column.
It's a 3 on the
3 on the column.
3 on the floor.
Yeah, this clean little truck right here.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Now, what are these worth nowadays? As it is right now, what are these demanding over here?
I have, you know, you could see what people are asking for them.
Yeah.
You know, and it's as much as a new truck.
Yeah, that's crazy. But this one's got some stuff written on the side of it too.
It used to be with a gas company, propane company here in town.
For Cobra Ford, a Ford F1 pickup truck, a Galaxy hardtop that a tree dropped on, and then over here is the rest of your stuff. Fox body, that Galaxy we just looked at over there. I see you got a little bit of money, so you got yourself a nice, is that a Kubota or what is that?
The tractor?
Yeah.
That's a Bobcat.
Bobcat, yeah, that's a good name. I got myself a 1974 John Deere 400.
Oh, yeah?
Triple hydrostatic drive. And you can't beat that thing to death. I mean, I still take a little maintenance on it every now and then. I change out a bearing on it on the moor deck.
Yeah.
But it's got that little, what do they call those motors in there? The Kohler Twin. It's got a Kohler Twin and 20 horsepower. Yeah. And man, you got all kind. Fire truck up in here.
Yeah.
And then you said that is the Galaxy.
That's a
500.
That's a Fairlane 500.
Fairlane 500.
Galaxy didn't come in till what, 60? I think 60 was the first year of the Galaxy.
And
then they started making the Fairlane smaller.
Yeah.
You know, after these.
And you say this was the 5, so this is like the top model with all the trim and the buzz on it. And I'm not going to walk around there because I don't want Jake the Snake to get me my little modern European sandals here.
I hadn't seen any out here yet, but
oh, they're out here. You just don't. You'll know when you get up on them.
Yeah. That old fire truck, you know, them things. It cost a lot, but they got a short life.
Yeah.
But it's got a 391 in it.
So you bought it for the engine? And
I bought it for, yeah, because it's a fire truck and the vintage cab, you know.
Man, you got quite a collection of stuff out here. And I won't hold it against you, Ricky, that you're a Ford guy.
No.
Little funky thing right here. All right, everyone, I'm going to go ahead and button up this video right now from Roger's Hot Rod Garage on the road in Texas this time in my 59. But hey, thanks for coming along. We're coming into Pittsburgh, Texas right now. I got a couple of lefts and rights to make up here according to this thing. I've got 27 minutes to get to my storage facility where old girl here is going to park for a little, probably about the next 5 or 6 months. But man, a great time. I talked to a guy named Andy Wood yesterday. He's got that Impala, absolutely gorgeous paint job on it. Then I talked with a guy named Ricky just now. I never thought after dropping a pin 3 years ago that I'm going to find this guy's sitting in the yard. So we got a tour of his shop. Although those were basically Ford vehicles out there and all the folks in between. So appreciate everybody contributing to this particular little road trip part 2. And I'm getting ready to make a left turn up here in Pittsburgh and head on to Winsboro. So like, subscribe, and share, and you'll see me park this thing tomorrow morning and then fly back out to Tampa, then on to Germany for Roger's Hot Rod Garage. Thanks for watching, folks. All right, let me see if we can actually find this stuff. Stop by here at West Side Liquors in Pittsburgh, Texas. And then what do you know about Mad Dog 2020?
Man, the name speaks for itself.
It is. Well, I don't know what the actual Mad Dog stands for. I just call it Mad Dog. But again, this is a drink I had high school days, so that's been 40 years. But look, the same great price, $4.99.
It ain't changed.
All right, man.
For years, man.
Thanks a lot, man.
Oh yeah, no problem.
Take care.
Bro.
Bye-bye.
Drink too much.
You fill it up with ice. Very important. Then you take the already opened bottle and you fill it up. Tastes just like sweet grape juice. It is concentrated though, and that's it. Stir. And Bob's your uncle, you're done.